What if I told you that something so ordinary, something you could place right on your table, has the power to turn your home into a magnet of prosperity? Imagine money flowing into your life in surprising and abundant ways without you struggling, without you chasing, without you lifting a finger. This may sound unbelievable, but what you are about to discover has been kept hidden by spiritual elites for generations. They guarded this wisdom as if it were a treasure too powerful for ordinary people to know. But today that silence is broken. Today you will learn one of the best-kept secrets of Conny Méndez, a woman whose teachings helped transform homes filled with worry into true sanctuaries of abundance and wealth. Once you understand this secret, your home will never feel the same again. Before I reveal to you the exact object that carries this power, there is something important you must do. You need to activate your energy field right now. It is not complicated. Simply declare these words aloud or even write them down. My table is an altar of infinite abundance. When you do this, you are not just saying words. You are programming the energy of your space. You are opening a door inside your home that will welcome prosperity. And believe me when I say this, what you discover today will change the energy of your household forever. Let me share a story that gives chills to anyone who hears it. Back in 1962, there was a woman named Carmen Delgado. She was a widow living in Caracas, Venezuela. Life was not easy for her. She had 4 children to care for and barely had enough money to pay rent for her small apartment. Her neighbors often looked at her with pity, thinking she was just another poor woman struggling in the city. But fate led her to meet Conny Méndez at a conference. At that meeting, she learned about a simple yet powerful object that should always be placed on the dining table. Following the instructions, she set it up in her home. And then the miracle happened. Within less than 3 months, Carmen received news of an unexpected inheritance from a distant aunt she did not even know existed. The amount was astonishing at the time. 250,000 bolivares. It was enough for her to buy a house of her own and start a successful business. From living in worry every day, she suddenly had security and opportunity. And all this was connected to the same object Conny taught her to place on her table. Conny Méndez was not an ordinary woman. She was a pioneer in metaphysics in Latin America. She had discovered something powerful, something that ancient masters of feng shui had known for thousands of years but guarded carefully. She understood that certain objects, when placed in the right location and charged with the right intention, could influence the energy of a home. According to her private notes from the late 1950s, the dining table was more than just a place to eat. She described it as the energetic heart of the family's abundance. She wrote that whatever you choose to place on that table would determine whether your home becomes a temple of prosperity or a sanctuary of lack. Over her years of research, she documented more than 300 families who completely changed their financial situation simply by keeping a sacred object on their table. But there was one rule she always emphasized. The object should never be removed under any circumstance. It had to remain there permanently to keep the energy flowing. Now you may be wondering, what exactly is this mysterious object? It is not complicated, yet it is powerful because it combines 3 elements. Together, these 3 pieces create a vortex of prosperity so strong that even skeptics are left surprised by the results. The first element is a plain white ceramic plate. The white plate symbolizes purity and openness. White is like a blank canvas where the universe can write your story of abundance. Ceramic, being made from earth, connects directly to the grounding energies of the planet, helping the object maintain a strong energetic link to prosperity. The second element is rice. Rice has long been seen as a symbol of multiplication and plenty. Each grain of rice represents a seed of abundance that continues to expand and multiply. In many cultures, rice is linked to gods of prosperity. Conny took this ancient wisdom and integrated it into her teachings. The third element is 3 sticks of cinnamon, arranged in the form of a triangle. Cinnamon is well known for attracting money quickly and bringing in golden opportunities. The triangle represents the balance of mind, body, and spirit, which together form a portal of instant manifestation. If you have tried candles, crystals, affirmations, or rituals without seeing results, this method is different. With this object, you are not just asking for abundance, you are receiving it automatically. To set it up, there is a precise method Conny taught. First, you need a new white ceramic plate that has never been used for food. Fill it with uncooked white rice until it is about 3/4 full. Then place 3 cinnamon sticks on top of the rice in the shape of a perfect triangle, with the pointed ends facing toward the center. This is the sacred setup. To activate it, place the plate in the exact center of your dining table on a Friday evening during a waxing moon. Light a white candle and say aloud, "I declare this home a sanctuary of infinite abundance. May prosperity flow like a mighty river into this family." Once placed, the object should never be removed. Each Friday, you must add 3 new grains of rice and gently rotate the cinnamon sticks a 1/4 turn clockwise. This keeps the energy alive and constantly recharged. Why does this work? It may look simple, but it combines deep metaphysical principles with subtle energy laws. The triangle made by the cinnamon sticks creates a field of sacred geometry that amplifies intention. The rice, as a natural element, holds steady energy vibrations that act like a battery, storing and radiating the energy of abundance day and night. The plate being at the center of the dining table is also significant. That spot is what Feng Shui masters call the golden chai point, where energies in the home converge and circulate. By dedicating that place to abundance, you reprogram your subconscious and your environment to welcome wealth. There are many documented cases of people who experienced remarkable transformations with this method. One family in Maracaibo, after keeping the object on their table for 6 months, saw the father, a construction worker, receive 3 job offers at once, the last one paying 5 times his previous salary. A single mother in Caracas who was facing eviction placed the object on her table and within 2 weeks received a government housing opportunity she did not even know she had applied for. A shop owner named Luis Alberto Vargas, on the edge of bankruptcy, set up the method, and within a month, 3 clients who had owed him money for years suddenly came to pay their debts, totaling 45,000 bolivares. These are not isolated stories. They are examples of how powerful the practice can be. Conny also warned about mistakes that can cancel the effect. The plate must never be moved. Even when cleaning the table, it should remain in place. Using the plate for eating is forbidden because it contaminates the vibration. And above all, doubting the process is the greatest enemy. If you create the object while thinking it will not work, you are blocking the very prosperity you are trying to invite. Belief and commitment are essential. There was also a special advanced technique she revealed to her closest students. Every Friday night, after adding the rice and turning the cinnamon sticks, place your hands in a circle over the plate without touching it. Visualize golden rain falling over your home and hold this vision for exactly 33 seconds while feeling gratitude for abundance as if it were already here. She explained that Fridays are when the veil between the material and spiritual worlds is thinnest, making it the perfect time to strengthen manifestations. The position of the object in the center of the dining table is no accident either. The dining table is where families gather to share food and energy, and Conny explained it acts like the heart chakra of the home. By placing the object there, every member of the family receives the vibration of prosperity each time they sit down. From the table, this energy flows naturally to the kitchen, where creation takes place, and to the living room, where joy is shared. In this way, the energy of abundance circulates throughout the house. She also taught variations depending on different circumstances. For single people, A smaller plate with one cinnamon stick in the middle surrounded by rice was enough. For large families, a bigger plate with one cinnamon stick for each family member could be used, still keeping the triangular shape. For businesses, a miniature version of the setup could be placed on the desk at work. This way, the principle can be applied in any environment. What is most interesting is how Conny's discovery matches ancient feng shui practices. In China, emperors placed similar objects in their palaces to ensure the prosperity of their kingdoms. The difference is that Conny adapted this wisdom to modern homes, making it simple enough for anyone to practice without needing to be royalty or spend years studying esoteric systems. She used to say, "You don't need to be an emperor to live like one." Even today, people continue to use her method and share incredible results. A woman in Bogota, an architect named Maria Elena Castro, began using the object in 2020. In 3 years, her income multiplied 6 times, and she was able to buy her second home. A professor in Mexico, Jorge Mendoza, set it up during the pandemic. While many were losing jobs, he received offers from 3 different universities to teach virtually. These stories show that the method is not only something of the past, it is still working now. But Conny always left a warning. This power should be used wisely and with gratitude. The universe is generous with those who respect abundance, but it is fair with those who waste it. Abundance is not only about money. When you open your home to true prosperity, you receive health, love, peace of mind, and opportunities. Money is just one of the many blessings that flow. If you are reading this, it means your soul is ready for this knowledge. Do not wait for tomorrow to begin. The universe responds to action taken now. Get the 3 elements, the white ceramic plate, the rice, and the cinnamon sticks. Set up your portal of abundance tonight exactly as described. Remember the words Conny left behind. Your home can either be a temple of lack or a sanctuary of abundance. The choice is yours. If this message has touched you, share it with your friends and family so they too can activate prosperity in their homes. And when the results appear, come back and declare, "My table manifested," followed by the miracles you experienced. In this way, your story will inspire others and create a collective wave of abundance. Do not just take my word for it. Test it. Let your table become the altar of prosperity it was always meant to be. May your home be transformed into the sanctuary of abundance you have always deserved.